Hi, Michael here. Welcome back to the channel on Tuesday, February 21. We're almost 3:15 p.m. in Europe, which means that the European markets are still open. US markets, we still have to wait 15 minutes before they open today. It'll be the first time opening after Friday, as yesterday was President's Day, and then the markets were closed. From those four upgrades, three of them from hold to accumulate, which is something we see more often, but one of them actually is an upgrade from reduce to accumulate, which means that we're very early in the process of defining this, and that could definitely be a very interesting stock to look at further. I don't know what the spreads are. We'll find that out together when we go into that. But before we do, strange things happening again on the stock exchanges, confusion everywhere. We see things happening that we don't always like to see because we often don't understand them. Interest rates keep on rising, obviously, and what we see now is that there are very strong performances not only of individual companies but of entire national economies, where we see, despite these rising interest rates, still a continued and a very strong growth 6 weeks into the new year of 2023. On the other hand, we see in some countries high inflation, and in the other countries, definitely inflation threats. That leads to price increases, where then further on labor markets will demand higher pays. We don't see that yet in the United States. The labor markets are still very strong, so lots of confusing and strange things going on. Um, the update of today, very nice distribution here, an increasing piece of the pie with stocks with a rating of accumulate or buy. As you can see, you've been working hard, cleaning up and catching up on the delays of the updates of the stocks. So that goes in the right direction, and you will see that again. I've made a change to the dashboard here, where yesterday I have added the top 6 of the sweet spot. But then again, I thought it would also be nice to show what the sweet spot of the previous reporting period was. It worked on the other laptop earlier. I didn't change anything in the formulas here, so I will not do it here because I know that it works. I just need to figure out why all of a sudden it doesn't do it here. It claims that it's the wrong data type, whatever that may mean. So the sweet spot, usually we end the show with that. We see Evolent, Sociedad Química, Dropbox, CD, Chindata, Teledyne, Repligen, all with nice spreads between 11 and 14.92. We're not going to spend too much time on the sweet spot today. That's the advantage of having them in the dashboard here. We don't need to dig into the watch list to find them. Because we want to check out those four upgrades that we've identified, and in particularly that one, obviously, that has an upgrade from reduce to accumulate. So let's have a look at it. The first one is CEIX. See if we can find it. CEIX. Console Energy, there we have it. Previous rating of hold. Well, now obviously that's why we've selected it. Go to accumulate. And let's have a look here on the other screen. A first resistance of no less than 56.25. Let's have a look what that gives to the spread. Spread of 4.30%, very nice. I don't get it on my savings account, but obviously we're interested in those stocks with a spread of 10% or higher, and the spread is the difference between the current price and the first resistance. So very nice stock to keep an eye on. but not nice enough to welcome it in the sweet spot. The second one, Cosmos. I should not be trying to find it here, but obviously here. It's not the one. There we have it. Cosmos Energy. Upgrade from hold to accumulate. And let's have a look at the first resistance that we find there. We find there actually a first resistance that has gone down. The previous first resistance was 8.151 and the current resistance is 7.56. 65 actually. Let's have a little bit of a look why that is the case. Because this, yeah, now we're looking at a spread here of only 2%. So I'm not going to spend too much time over there, but indeed, if I look at the technical analysis, this is a stock that really um, will go down before it will go up again to this first resistance. It's got a very bearish look at the moment. Doesn't make it a bad stock, but it's not the one that we want to be spending our time on right now. Number three, Well, I believe that's Well Tower. And there we have Well Tower. Also a rating increase from hold to accumulate. And the first resistance of, let me check on the other screen, 79.31, which gives us with a slight spread of 2.47%. Not super exciting, all these spreads, but of course we're very excited about the next one, Davita, or the ticker DVA, which allegedly has a rating increase from reduce to accumulate. I'm quite sure that's not what I'm looking for, so I don't know why it keeps on giving these. There we have it. Very strange Office 365 behavior. Indeed, a current rating of reduce, which is now going to accumulate. This is what I call getting in at the ground floor. And if now we also have a nice spread here, then we're a happy camper because the current first resistance is at 87.63, which gives us a spread of 4.41%. A very decent spread, very nice, not in the sweet spot, but very nice anyway. Let's have a look here at the dashboard if anything has changed in the meantime. Let me do a data refresh and see if that gives something exciting. Don't expect that, but you never know. No, no big changes here. But again, stock exchanges will open in 10 minutes. I'll review this in an hour or so, and in the meantime, I'm going to try and find out why this doesn't work. But I do think it's a nice feature to be able to look at this dashboard and to be able to compare the current sweet spot with the one from yesterday. Looks nasty. I'll solve it. And as usual, thank you very much for watching today. I've got, as I mentioned yesterday, two stocks that are coming close to the limit where I'm willing to sell. And it would be nice to still have one or two transactions with profits in February, because then we can say that we've got 2 months in a row that we've closed with a profit, and that's always nice. Thank you much for watching, and see you back tomorrow.